Today I have the pleasure to discuss with Peter Frykman, who is the founder of Driptech. Hello, Peter.
Hey, Fred.
So, thank you for speaking with us today. So, before we start speaking on how we can bring an idea to life, could you present in some words Driptech and the idea you get about your irrigation system, your low-cost irrigation system?
Absolutely. So my company is Driptech, and we make affordable drip irrigation for small farmers in developing countries.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, without getting into too much detail, we've come up with a way to manufacture the drip irrigation locally so that we can set up a drip irrigation factory basically anywhere in the world and produce a product that is very affordable and appropriate for small farmers.
How did you spotted this idea? Did you want to visit those farmers? Did you visit some countries where there was this need?
Yeah, absolutely. This all came out of a course that I took when I was in graduate school,
Mm-hmm.
and the course is called Entrepreneurial Design for Extreme Affordability,
Mm-hmm.
and it's taught at Stanford University in the D School. And the course is basically an interdisciplinary class between business students and engineers,
Okay.
and they're focused on using design thinking to solve real world, bottom of the pyramid product and service challenges through a 6 month course. So, as part of that course, I was paired with a business student and a designer, and then myself being a mechanical engineer. And I was sent to Ethiopia to do research and met with a number of small plot farmers there,
Mm-hmm.
and saw the tremendous need for water efficient irrigation that was appropriate to their farms and their ability to purchase.
Okay, so you went to visit people there. You spotted it. Identified the need, and then you came back to the school to try to identify new ways or to build irrigation system. How was it going?
That's right. So we saw that these farmers had severe water scarcity, and they needed the benefits of commercial drip irrigation, which has been around for decades.
Mm-hmm.
But they they basically couldn't afford it, and also commercial drip irrigation is pretty complicated to install and maintain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we saw that there had been a number of organizations and people trying to make a simpler, easier to use drip irrigation, but that one of the main challenges was in actually manufacturing it locally.
Okay.
And my background in electromechanical engineering or mechatronics, I saw that we could design an actual portable manufacturing system for this drip irrigation, and then that could really be the key to making this possible by basically enabling distributed manufacturing. So we could put one of these factories anywhere, and then cut out all the distribution and logistics costs in these fairly remote areas.
How did the design thinking approach help you to bring this project to life? So you talk about a kind of multidisciplinary team with people coming from the design school, business school, but what was mainly the main step and the approach? How was the approach useful for doing so?
Yeah, I think that the key for me um, with the design thinking approach as it's taught at Stanford is really three things. You mentioned the multidisciplinary teams. That's really important to be able to get um, that perspective
Mm-hmm.
from different backgrounds and different ways of thinking. Um, the fact that there's such a very strong um, emphasis on user-based design.
Yep.
So really not coming up with a technology and then going and showing it to the customers, but going to the customers first. The very first thing you do is you go to the customers and you talk to them and you watch them and you understand them and you follow them and you build empathy for what their needs are. Um, and then also rapid prototyping would be the third. So iteration, constant iteration. Make a solution very quickly, very low resolution, and then bring it back to the customers, get their feedback, and then just continue through the cycle as fast and as cheaply as possible. And I think that those are the three: the user-based design emphasis, the multidisciplinary teams, and the rapid prototyping.
And every time that you build it a prototype, did you went back to the country, or did you manage it to test those prototypes?
Well, for us, we were prototyping the manufacturing system. So it was interesting because we actually had two sets of customers. We had customers for our drip irrigation product,
Okay.
which we spent a lot of time understanding on our first trip. And then we had customers for our manufacturing technology, which would be basically an operator in a factory or an entrepreneur who could potentially implement this manufacturing technology. So we set up an environment here in California where we can test this manufacturing technology and sort of split those two customers apart. So as we're in India and China and Africa testing our drip irrigation product, we're also in factories understanding our other set of customers, which would be the owners and operators of this manufacturing technology.